February 19th, 2013, a maintenance worker discovered the body of Elisa Lam, 21, after guests of the Cecil Hotel complained about low water pressure. Through the open hatch, he saw Lam lying face up in the water. She was white like a ghost. He had made the grisly discovery of Lam's nude body floating inside the water tank. Was a 21-year-old college student who was born and raised in Canada. She was in the middle of her undergraduate degree at the University of British Columbia, although she had not taken a class since the summer of 2012. Outwardly, classmates told the reporters that Lam was one of the friendliest people they knew, but internally, she struggled with mental health issues. In fact, on several prior occasions, Lam had dealt with hallucinations and delusions after not taking her medications. She was allegedly hospitalized at least once to treat her condition. In her 2012 blog posts, Lam shared that she had experienced a relapse and felt she was wasting her time compared to her fellow peers. Lam had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and depression. Lam had started a blog called Ether Fields on Blogspot, where over 2 years she posted pictures and accounts of her life and struggles, especially with mental illness. In a January 2012 entry, Lam quoted novelist Chuck Palahniuk, "You're always haunted by the idea you're wasting your life." She worried that her transcript, with many course withdrawals, would prevent her from continuing her education. Her family later said she had no history of suicidal intentions or attempts, though one report claimed she had briefly gone missing before. The Cecil Hotel itself had a dark and notorious history. Its reputation as one of the most haunted places in Los Angeles had more to do with its terrifying history than anything paranormal. The hotel had served as a temporary home for serial killers Richard Ramirez and Jack Unterweger. Elizabeth Short, the Black Dahlia, was reportedly last seen there before her 1947 murder. For her trip to California, Lam traveled alone on Amtrak and intercity buses. She visited the San Diego Zoo and posted photos taken there on social media. On January 26, 2013, she arrived in Los Angeles and 2 days later checked into the Cecil Hotel near downtown Los Angeles' Skid Row. Lam was initially assigned a shared room on the hotel's 5th floor, but her roommates complained about odd behavior, and she was moved to a room of her own after 2 days. She was last seen alive on January 31st and was reported missing by her parents on February 8th. By mid-February, Lam had been missing for nearly 3 weeks, and detectives appealed to the public for help in finding her. Interest in her disappearance skyrocketed on February 13th, when the LAPD released security camera footage of her behaving erratically inside the hotel elevator on the day she was last seen alive. Elevator video. In approximately 2.5 minutes of footage, Lam, alone, makes unusual moves and gestures. She appears to press every button on the elevator panel, peers into the hallway, and even steps out of the elevator at one point while its doors remain open. When the doors fail to close after she returns, she steps out again. Eventually, the doors close on their own. The video drew worldwide interest due to Lam's strange behavior and was extensively analyzed and discussed online. It was reposted widely, including on the Chinese video sharing site Youku, where it accumulated 3 million views and 40,000 comments in its first 10 days. Many viewers found the footage deeply unsettling. During the search for Lam, guests at the hotel began complaining about low water pressure. Some later claimed their water looked black and had an unusual taste. On the morning of February 19th, hotel maintenance worker Santiago Lopez went to the roof to check the water tanks. He found Lam's body in one of the 4 1,000-gallon rooftop tanks. Through the open hatch, he saw Lam lying face up in the water, fully naked. The tank had to be drained and cut open to retrieve her body, since the maintenance hatch was too small for equipment. The full coroner's report detailed the grim scene. Lam's body was found naked in the tank. Clothing similar to what she had been wearing in the elevator video was floating in the water, covered with a sand-like particulate. Her watch and room key were also with her. Lam's body was moderately decomposed and bloated, mostly greenish in color, with marbling on her abdomen and her skin beginning to separate. There was no evidence of physical trauma, sexual assault, or suicide. Investigators examined Lam's body and the scene carefully. They found no evidence of any struggle or assault. Coroner's officials noted that her body had no sign of trauma indicating foul play.